Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. It's Friday, the weekend is here, and West Ham ain't going to ruin it. That's some good news in itself. But England, we have England and Doria. Do you know what I mean? We can't wait for that, can we? Let's be honest. Before I get started on this video though, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit notification bell. If you want to become a member of the channel and support the channel and support me and the boys, check out the membership perks. Goes a long way, really helps us out, and we really do appreciate it on here. 2 years ago tomorrow will be the day that changed my life when West Ham won that trophy. Now, some of our own fan base think it was a Mickey Mouse competition. To me, that's like winning the Champions League. When you've never seen West Ham win anything in your lifetime, and you've witnessed relegations, you've witnessed big clubs coming in, taking your players, and you just got to sit there and shut your mouth. We had that day in the sunshine in Prague, and I remember it clear as day, and I'm going to get into it, yeah, on this video. 2 years ago, obviously, the lead up to the Fiorentina game, we all know how it went. Like, it was a bit of a shit game at that, really, if I'm being honest, but there was key moments in the games that changed it for all of us. And obviously, Jared Bowen running through, scoring that goal, sort of gave everyone a lift. Everyone a lift. People were at each other's throats with the Moyes thing. And for us to go and win the trophy, people would have said, you know what, we need to get rid of Moyes then. The problem is if you get rid of Moyes then, yeah, you're still going to have David Sullivan who's going to pick the manager. And the thing is, people didn't realise and understand that whoever we get, Sullivan's going to be the one who picks the manager. Now, obviously, we won the trophy. I've never seen West Ham so together on the 7th of June, 2023. And that date will stay with me for the rest of my life. It really will. I see him partying after. I witnessed so much. I've got so many clips on my phone that I will never delete, because it just reminds me of the good times. Yeah. And then it's 12 hours later is a planned parade in East London. But before then, our owner decides, you know what, I'm going to go and talk sport, speak to his good old mate Jim. And usually an owner goes on there, praises up players, but doesn't really mention anything else other than like what the team's done, the achievement, and as the club. No, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, that don't wash with us. That certainly don't wash with David Sullivan. David Sullivan goes on to talk sport and he's trying to flog Declan Rice to the highest bidder. Basically, he's trying to promote him, saying, well, we're going to look at the offers and all that. Shouldn't even be like talking about offers when your club, the club that you're the owner of, has just won this first trophy in 43 years. Everyone knows my thoughts on David Sullivan. The man is vermin. The man needs to get out of this club. He's ruining this club. And we need to bring in someone else who has the ambition as much as like the desire to be a West Ham owner. Yeah. I don't think David Sullivan does. Yeah. I look at it with him, and he's the sole reason why West Ham have started to decline. Yeah. Through his mismanagement, through his poor managerial choices, and the way he's acted. And people walking away is sort of proving that to me now. I've always said that you can go and get anyone you like after Moyes. Whether you like Moyes or not, you can go and get anyone you like. David Sullivan's always going to pick him. Yeah, no other person's going to come close to picking the manager other than him, because he's a control freak. Now, obviously, last season, yeah, under Moyes, was sort of a mixed bag one. Yeah, it sort of led into the sacking of Moyes. But then, obviously, last season, currently right now, going out and picking Julian Lopetegui was taking the piss out of every fan going. Yeah, and it took the piss out of all of us. When you decide to get rid of Moyes, fine. You get rid of Moyes and you sort of basically go, right, now we need an upgrade. And to go for Julian Lopetegui really just completely killed us. Yeah. When people on social media, people that I speak to in person, are umming and ahhing about the manager, that tells me all I need to know. And we all know what Sullivan's like. We all do. But obviously, that night in Prague was supposed to be a night to build on West Ham. West Ham to win their first trophy. And this wasn't like a one-off fluke. West Ham were competing in Europe for a good few years before they won that trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? They got to a semi-final of the Europa League. They got to the final of the Conference League. They got to the quarter-final of the Europa League. So West Ham were there or thereabouts. And to see it all fall apart in the space of 24 months is borderline sickening, if I'm being honest, and totally unacceptable. Now, there is people out there, like Sullivan's puppets, who will chuck out propaganda and tell you exactly what they want you to know. Yeah. The thing is, they will never get past me, ever, because I've been on to them for a long, long time. Yeah. And I have got an agenda against them because I despise the owner of our club. Yeah. I don't like what he stands for. I don't like the way he conducts himself. There are fans that are being treated like customers, that I've said on numerous occasions, and I want West Ham back to how it was. Right, I want West Ham to. I want to feel united, and I just don't feel it. I just don't feel it. And it is sad. It generally is sad. Now, obviously, we've got a situation now in regards of like the future with Potter. And this video is titled From Prague to Potter. How we've got to this situation with a team that no one really likes, with a manager that, I'm going to be straight, no one's convinced on, and there's no team spirit. Like, I look at the videos from Prague that I've got on my phone. I see them all dancing. I see smiling faces. I see a camaraderie and a togetherness that I've never seen with West Ham for a long time. Long time, maybe one-off seasons. Yeah. And it's just been ruined in the space of 24 months. And I just feel that has sickened me. That's hurt me. That's hurt everyone. Yeah. I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for myself. But doing the YouTube game and talking to people and seeing the comments in the comment section tells me all I need to know about this club and where it's going under this ownership. Now, I don't want to think about where West Ham are going to be in 2 years' time from now. But when I look back at Prague, and I do look about what we had, was it really bad? Do you know what I mean? Or was it that it just needed to be upgraded? Now, for me, with the Moyes thing, and I don't want to make this all about Moyes, but with the Moyes situation, there was a time where he had to go because you want to move on to try and see if you can stabilize where you are, even be better than that. Because in any form of life, whether it's a career or any note, you always want to be better than what you are. Even me, I use me as an example in the YouTube game. I don't want to be a low-key YouTuber. I'd like to be bigger than what I am, but I've got to accept what I am. Do you know what I'm saying? So we had to make a change for the better and for us to sort of progress further on. But under David Sullivan's reign, he can't pick a fucking horse, mate, at all. Like this geezer. Do you know what I mean? And he is a liability. He really is. The way he fucking treats the fan base. And to see everyone walking away and to see it that tomorrow it will be 2 years to the day that West Ham won that trophy, the decline in this club is shocking. It's shocking. I do not understand, and I really don't, why people, West Ham fans out there, are not signing this petition and getting this fucker out this club. I'm sorry, I just don't understand you. Because what is it that you want? Do you know what I'm saying? If you want change and you want to see the greater good of West Ham, right, you've got to get this owner out this club. Yeah, and I've been saying it for years. And finally, people are starting to wake up and realise what the real problem is at our club. Yeah. And I'm not going to sit here and say I told you so. I'm not. Because I'm a fan. I'm a supporter like yous out there. And I'm talking to everyone on this, right? We're all in the same boat. But let's all make sure that we're pushing in the same direction. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we can all be in the same boat, but it feels like people are pushing all different directions and we're always going to stand still at the end of the day. Prague, to me, to round this video up, was probably one of the best moments of my life. Yeah, I haven't got many. I haven't, right? But Prague to me was one of the best moments where I look back and go, I know where I was. I was with good people on the day. I cried my soul out that night. On the afterthought, I literally cried with sort of tears of emotion. Basically, I just let everything go with West Ham. I really did. And for me now, even thinking about it, brings a few tears to my eyes. But I I look back now and I look at West Ham now, and I am concerned for next season. I really am because I've seen this before. Yeah, I've seen this happen so many times over the years, being a supporter of this club. And I'm not. I'm a sort of person that I listen to what I've seen. I take it on board, and I'm not one of these fake positivity people saying it's all going to be fine and burying my head in the sand. But that night, it was emotional. I was so proud of West Ham United to win that trophy. Yeah, and I knew that we had done something. Right, I'd literally witnessed West Ham win a trophy or win something, some note to be proud of. At the minute, I'm not proud of any of them, mate, other than Bowen. If I'm being truthfully honest, because without Bowen, we are a nothing club. We simply are, and we deserve better. I say it all the time. We deserve better as fans of this club. Listen, West Ham. People say, "Oh yeah, but we're West Ham." It doesn't happen to us. I'm sorry. I don't buy that shit no more. Right. And my line is this: the moment you leave Upton Park, you left for a purpose. Now, if the owner can't match the ambition that he set, he needs to go. So you need to sign this petition. Yeah. Head over to Nick's channel, right? Claret and Booze, BS out, I think it is, right? Sign that petition. Right. Do it for the greater good of this club, because my biggest fear with West Ham at the minute is we're losing the fans in the ground. People are getting disheartened with the club. And that is a concern to me. And I've always said this: if it continues to go the way it's going, you're going to have a ground full of football fans, but no supporters in there. And it could be like that in the LS in the next 10 years if we don't sort ourselves out and get this man out. We need to bring the spirit of West Ham back, right? And because it ain't dead yet, right? It's not dead yet, right? If we can get the spirit back and get this owner at this club, then I'm telling you something now, the future will be bright. Mark my words on that. I will never steer you wrong, right? And I'm a supporter like yous, right? But I'm telling you how I see it. Get him out. You get an owner in who's got the ambition and the drive and the passion of a West Ham fan, because we don't ask for a lot. We simply don't. And winning that trophy, I never expected West Ham to win that trophy. People go, "Oh, we was favourites to win it," but I've seen West Ham lose against Wimbledon, Wigan, Oxford. Nothing's guaranteed in life, but to go and win that trophy 2 years ago, to be where we are right now, it's heartbreaking. Simply is heartbreaking. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm proud of the boys on that night 2 years ago. Listen, right, that will stay with me forever. The situation right now is a serious one, and we need to see what happens in this window. But the main thing of all, this is the main thing, is you have to get this owner out of this club. And there is no more BS anymore. Yeah. As good as the word is. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to get him out of the club, and we need a fresh start with fresh ambition, a fresh face, new ideas, and new hope. Because at the minute, I'm going to be straight, we ain't got none. So, yeah. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit the notification bell, and thank you very much for all the subscribers over the last sort of few weeks. Subscribers have gone up massively, and we do really appreciate it on here. 2 years ago, man, 2 years, it's a long time, and you know, look what's happened in 2 years. Anyway, from me to you, take care of yourselves out there. Have a good weekend, and I will see you again in the next one.